What's up? Happy Thursday. Exciting price action to wake up to this morning. First thing I do when I wake up, I turn over, reach in the cushions, try to find my phone somewhere. And I saw a notification. It said 30-day low has been broken on Ethereum and BTC and all this good stuff. And I was like, oh, our shorts are working. And then I open my phone and I look at the charts and I see we pumped all the way back up. You hate to see it. So, unfortunately, did get stopped out of my BTC long, but obviously I still have the short open. So, I mean, if we continue down from here, no big deal. So I wasn't able to get the new long position that formed on BTC. Hopefully some of you guys did. There was no reason to miss it if you were up for it. Me, I was asleep like an idiot. I was 2 hours late to the party. Sucks to suck, man. But considering that fact, I do have 2 new positions I got into today, one on Ethereum and one on Sol. Obviously, ADA is still available when 40 cents is crossed back over, but as of right now, still not available. But how you doing? Good morning, good night. I don't know what time it is, but decided I'd stream a little bit early today since we got so much going on. And we're kind of around these positions. So, and maybe we might try to do another shit trade, 1 minute time frame, which actually worked out last night, guys. It worked. If I go to ETH here, USDT. So we lost that one trade. We lost $2.46. And then we hit our take profit and we made $10.35. So you love to see it. We did it, guys. It finally worked. Our shitty 1 minute time frame trade. But let's go ahead and get to it. Start talking about these positions. So Sol, first up on the list, because Sol is definitely a much better position than Ethereum is, in my opinion, just from where I took the trade from. So on a larger time frame, we can see Sol had the uptrend top out over here. We had kind of 2 ABC positions right here. So ABC top, and then obviously coming down from that point, we had A, B, and C. All right, so I'm currently long from this level, and I will remain so. For a couple reasons. One, obviously, I don't have the option of going long on BTC. The only reason why I took the long on BTC before at that random point was because of the situation that I set up for myself. All right, right now, absolutely no reason to do that again. All right, because I don't have the benefit of having the short make up for those losses. All right, so back to square even on Bitcoin. All right, but I needed something to get into to make sure that there's a counterbalance if we are at a bottom. I would actually prefer for it to go down a little bit further, especially XRP, but you have to face the facts. All right, we're showing strong support, and it's still debatable whether or not we are going to dump. All right, so Sol, that is what I chose to get myself into, as well as that the 24-hour turnover is actually quite amazing at the moment. We're at 411. So I figured, hey, we got good liquidity, as well as that we have a good setup, might as well take it. Like I said, I would like to get into ADA. ADA had quite a drop last night. I mean, it was dropping even before other stuff was. So if we get back about 40.1 cents, I'll go ahead and enter that, as well as a long position. I didn't even see KDA. KDA had quite a drop as well. I don't know if I'll be jumping back into KDA, but I mean, if we get back above $1.34, it wouldn't be too bad. Because if we pump, we're gonna probably pump a little bit harder past that point. But as well as that, I got into an Ethereum long. All right, because we talked about this the other day. I didn't get quite the position that I wanted to, but I did say that if we did happen to put in a lower low than 12.16, I would be going long. Unfortunately, I didn't catch that position exactly, so I went with what we have on the C wave. On the C wave, all right, that position would be if we are above 12.52. My current long position on Ethereum is entry price 12.50.80. But that's what we got so far. Everything else is the same. Still chilling in the same XRP short, same BTC short, which I would have loved to seen what how much we were in profit on XRP last night. Because XRP, I logged off and went to bed after this first drop right here. Like we were sitting like right about here when I logged off, and then we had an extra drop. But since then have pumped back up even higher than the first one. I'm hoping that a lot of this stuff is just retests and we still dump. You might be saying, well, why did you get into longs if you think that we're still going to dump? It's not that I think that we will or we won't. It's the fact that we have created long positions and we need some hedges to make sure that no matter what happens here, we're making money. So we're up a little bit on Ethereum from where I got in. We're also up about 15% since I got into Sol. Both of those trades are on decent leverage just because I'm using USDT. I don't have as much margin to work with USDT because I'm holding mostly inverse perpetual. So I'm using 19x leverage on Sol and 22x leverage on ETH, but they're respective margin. So I'm not using the same margin as I am over here. I'm using 67x on that. Or not 67x, $67 and then $85 on Sol. You're looking dapper there, Kite. Dude, I haven't washed my hair in a couple days. All right. That's what I like about short hair is you really don't have to even mess with it. You might be going, ew, that's disgusting, Kite. All right, if you wash your hair every single day, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're going to go bald sooner than I am. All right. Now, I'm not going to say that I do that on purpose. I definitely do it out of laziness. But fact still stands. I will keep my hair longer. Show ETH pumping. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a pump. But no, it was definitely fun yesterday doing that little short-term time frame trade. I don't know how often we're going to do that because it definitely took a little bit for it to work out, but it did eventually. So I guess, hey, you know, I stand corrected. Go play on the 1 second time frame. Have fun. Do you have a Discord or a Telegram for this kind of call? I do have a Discord and it's paid. So, you know, I logged on. We're talking about the same positions. Just had to wake up a little bit before I hopped on. At least there are some US movements instead of boring market we're in. Absolutely. Always love to see movement no matter what. Speaking of which, US 100 and the SPY are seeming to respond quite well. We talked about how the US 100 might want to go back down to 10,580, and that would be a region for a possible catch. Like that was our last support region. Right now, we do have to get back up pretty decently. But once we're back above this A position, I mean, it starts to look a lot better in terms of the market finding bottom. But it's still up in air. This can definitely turn into a rejection. And this support is now new resistance and we fall further. So the markets are definitely in flux. The SPY got back above its A. So we're looking decent at the moment in time. But DXY falling off a cliff. You love to see it. So as of right now, this is starting to look like the top of a B wave looking for a C. So there might be some more pumps in the future. Kite, Elon Musk tweeted 20K. I actually saw someone type about that, but what I'm thinking, like, because everybody's like trying to, what's the cryptic message? Is he saying that 20K Bitcoin is around the corner? I don't think he can predict that, but I think he's just saying what the new MSRP of his economy car is going to be. I think he's making a new vehicle model, and it's supposed to be, you know, one of the cheapest ones they produce. Because I think the Model 3, the MSRP was $35,000, something like that. So I think he's trying to make a cheaper car that people can afford because he knows people are hurting. So I think he was just yelling from the rooftops, we finalized the price, 20K MSRP for our new car. Like that's my prediction, but who knows? I think that's the most logical one too, you know? We also got Mr. Bitcoin Live. Got his live stream up. Chat's going absolutely ridiculous with all the pumping and stuff. So it's fun to watch. It's fun to people fighting about who's right, who's wrong. It's so funny, man. See people get all hot and bothered. But see, we woke up. Were we in the best position when we woke up? Absolutely not. You know, we lost some of our hedges, and we lost the opportunity to enter some of those hedges. But you just keep calm, look around the market real quick, and see what opportunities are there. And sometimes there's not. But we stayed calm, and we got into some good positions as hedges. And so far, so good. Now, should we start trading like crackheads again? So like should we take this short right here on a 1 minute time frame? Will I buy Solana? No, I'm just trading it on leverage. That's all. Look like a good opportunity for a long. Africa, what's going on, man? No problem. No problem at all. Glad you're here. What's up, Kite? I watched your 4-hour stream last night at 2x speed. I gotta say, it was pretty intense. Yeah. But thanks for watching all that, because that's a lot of dead air. But we had some fun with it. With Wordle at the end. Yeah, who would have thought it was ionic bonds? Oh my god, guys, we have bearish divergence right here. We have the higher high, lower high. We have to take the trade. How am I doing today? Woke up pretty frantic, you know, just trying to figure out what's going on, but you know, we got a grip on the market, we got our positions in, and now we're just chilling and watching everybody else, you know, piss their bed. Get the wreck. I don't know why, but I'm addicted to this chat. If your margin is 100K, will you put the same leverage? My margin is you saying if my account is 100K? As long as the percentages still make sense. Like if my margin is $100,000, then that means my account's probably $1 million. But at the same time, I don't know if I'll be using that much on the account in terms of like having that much on Bybit. So I might use higher leverage, lower margin, but it would still equal the same percentage risk. Watched the final episode of She-Hulk today. Wasted my time. I haven't seen it yet. I gotta wait for my friends to get online so we can make fun of it. Win exposure of feet? Well, that's like kind of like a polite way to ask, James. I appreciate your candor and your poise, but I'm sorry to say, you already asked that question. Yes, I do have a Discord channel, but it is a paid Discord channel. You can join through the Patreon in the description if you would like, but I understand if you don't. Still pumping here. We're up $40 on ETH, $27 on Sol. Right now we're kind of like in flux. We're not really making much. I mean, technically we're making something off of inverse perpetual as well as balancing out the account with the two positions. So there's something to that. Long or short, bro? Both. Of course. We got longs from some of these ABC bottoms, and we got shorts from some of these tops. I mean, we shorted BTC all the way up here. We're not even close back to that. And then we shorted XRP up here. And we're not close back to that. So whichever way it goes, I will be glad. I just want price movement. That's all I want. You still taking that 1420 entry on ETH? I don't think so, because I have this one now. If we get back with 1420, I do think that's Obviously a good thing because we have 1420 kind of acting as a shield now, but I got margin in from here, so. Oh my god! Look at us pumping. Oh my goodness. Now, just think, last night with that 1 minute time frame trade, what if I would have held that short position? We would have been bajillionaires, right? Because we took our short right here off this little tiny ABC. We could have just held that short. I took profit like right here. We could have just held on to that and then been bajillionaires. Any massage / toys for making that round chin? That is a really weird question. What do you mean by that? First of all, it sounds like an insult because, listen, my chin do be round. But the other part's just weird. Strange even. Isn't that a swing failure of the last short? Of the last short? Give me some numbers to work with. I don't know what you're meaning. Kite, I finally started YouTube and watching you since 8K gave me inspiration. That's what's up, man. Better do more 1 minute trades straight up. Am I still GPU mining? No, not anymore. I made a decent amount of profit and then I sold the graphics card out of that machine to a friend of mine that was in desperate need of an upgrade. So I just don't see anything on the 1 minute 2 trade. Let's go to BTC and see if there's anything. Nah, there's just like, there's no positions to get into. Like there's nothing of decent size. It looks like at some point here, we're going to have a decent retest and then possibly create an ABC like that. But as of right now, there's nothing. No. Our hopes and dreams of taking a 1 minute time frame ABC are gone. Check out XRP. That's kind of a stretch on XRP. I don't like the looks of that. My current graphics card is a 3090. And like I said, I'll probably wait till the 5000 series to upgrade for me personally. Upon like some of the benchmarks that came out for the 4090, like the 4090 is all right, but there's nothing, like there's no reason for me to upgrade. So, like the power to watt ratio is actually pretty decent, better than I thought it was going to be. But like I said, I mean, if I can run everything that I need to at 4K until like new games come out that really are getting harder and harder to run, I might as well just skip a generation. Observe the daily candle. Observe it. Daily candle. It do be observing. Gosh, look at that daily candle. But 4090 power is 500. The actual like what it was pulling during games, I don't think was that crazy. Temperature. So, let's see. That's on Furmark. That doesn't really give me an accurate... Okay, they need to get power consumption on playing games because Furmark pushes the card to like its exact max. So yes, it is getting 500 watts like you said, but on like video games, it's not going to be as extreme. I mean, if you look at it, even the 3090 is pulling 464. So in terms of like how much extra power you're seeing, it's actually not that bad. It's really not. I mean, the 3090 Ti is worse than the 4090. So it technically, like, it's not bad. Like, the performance gains relative are not that bad. And considering the fact that most people had to buy their 3090s at $1,500 anyways, it's all right. I mean, look at this right here. I mean, these are some cherry-picked benchmarks because not all games are this extreme. But like right here, 3090 is getting 105 FPS. 4090 is getting double that pretty much. So I think it's a good step in the right direction. And with them being able to maintain the same power level, I do think it's a good card. I'm not saying like if you have a 3090, it's like a must buy, but shit, if you're upgrading from anything less, you know, like if you're still on the 20,000 series, I mean the 2000 series, it's not a bad buy. Especially the 4080. 4080 is still good. Kite, I'm pissed, bro. I was gonna buy it 18,100, but I was asleep. I knew it was a fake out, but I expect 18K to 20K range. Now till the Saudis press the buy button. Not the Saudis. Not the Saudis. But hey, if we start pumping here, if we see like 40 cents on Sol, you know, if we go retest some of those highs, that's what I'm trying to say here. Let's see. Oh no, $40 on Sol. What's Sol's high? Wasn't it like 45 or something? Oh no, it's all the way up here. 48. Like if we test that A, that's gonna be a pretty gnarly amount of profit. So that's 48. That'd be $1,000 profit to the account plus upside price action on inverse of perpetual. The A position of Ethereum is like 2020, so that'd be close to $1,000. Of course, we would lose XRP and BTC, but we're gonna be losing like what, $15 if those get stopped out. So, but this is the final drum for a lot of these coins. I mean, if we fail here, of course we dump down lower, start testing these lows. But seems to be a strong bounce across the board with the US 100 and the SPY showing up the way that they are. Like I said, I mean, I've been bullish based on BTC structure for the past couple of months. But this is starting to look better and better. Obviously, we got to get much further away from these lows before like I'm confident, but we got a really good battle set up now. Yo, Kite and company. My yesterday H-bar short was epic from exact top and short an SOPT out in a micro shake. That's what's up, man. Pulled off a nice little short. Love to see it. Man, short BTC from 18,800 at 15x. Should I exit? I'm really freaking now. Have already booked the longs profit. Where are you short from? You're short from 18,800. What are we at right now? We're at 19,400. Ooh, you're really not letting go of that short, are you? I can't tell you what to do with your money, but I would say you should have cut that loss a little bit further away. You know, closer to where you entered. That's my opinion. But I can't tell you what to do, man. I get in trouble for stuff like that. You think we bottom? Like I said, I don't like to think we have or have not, but it's starting to look more likely. Because like I said, I mean, just going purely based off of the Adam and Eve structure from every other bull run, this is definitely in line. Like this kind of sideways price action rounded bottom scenario that we're getting right now. I mean, we just need to really hit a good growth spurt and break this resistance. And things will start to look very nice in terms of macro bottom. And man, Solon and ETH are pumping right now, aren't they? Absolutely climbing. Phew. And considering the fact that a lot of these funding rates are still negative, that's kind of working in the favor of longs at the moment. We're looking like on this chat. I said long now or forever hold your peace. And that guy is very strong in his position. Scam pump since I missed entry. That's how it works. No. Hey Kite, do you look into Glassnode data? No. Let's look at the charts. No reason to get too worked up over different things. Whatever happens, happens. Almost up to break 1800. Love to see it. Yo, Kite, the lettuce is looking good. You finally stopped cutting it with a spoon. You talk about the hair? I appreciate it, man. I think we're going to 3K on BTC. What? Who told you this? How do you know? That's insane, man. If you're right about that, I'll give you 3 kisses for every 1,000 US dollars BTC is worth. Deal? Man, I mean, Sol and ETH are already competing with our short positions. It's kind of insane. I'm truly like, it would have been nice, and it still would be nice if we continued to dump on XRP. Like, I really wanted to see like 32 cents. And then that would allow me to increase my margin on some other coins at that point in time. But shit, if we just lift off to the moon, I'm fine with that too. We'll be up 2 grand plus inverse perpetual probably bring us up another grand. And we can start actually cooking again because let's face it, it's been a long time coming. Shit's been slow. How to put these haters in the dust. Let them know what's up. because it's the slow and steady wins the race, man. I mean, we all heard the story as a kid. It seems to think that we forgot about it. What's your daily routine with charts? How do you go through? There's so many to go through. So I was wondering your thoughts. Well, first I make sure that I narrow it down to coins that are worthwhile looking at. So if you need help with that, just go to Bybit and you go and you sort by 24-hour turnover. Anything that's at the top of this list is worth looking at, minus a couple coins. All right, Luna, forget it. All right, why touch it, dude? All right, but right here you got BTC, Ethereum, XRP, Sol. So you don't typically find me looking at Sol on a daily basis, but I looked at the 24-hour turnover, looked at what has the most liquidity pumping through the market, what's going to be the most stable in terms of supports and resistances. I went with Sol. And you just go through and you check out the macro charts, maybe the minute charts, to see what's available, what's the potential for these coins, and you go through and you find out what makes the most sense. If you start going down to the bottom of this list, you start finding coins that aren't necessarily worth looking at in terms of like strong supports and resistances, because they can get stopped out quite often. XMR, I'm not gonna like defend it and say that's the best coin to trade, because it's definitely not. There's a lot of crossovers, a lot of back and forth price action, but I love this coin from like a spot standpoint. And from time to time, if the setup is right and everything is lining up on every other coin, I might try to enter XMR as well. But it's one of the very few that I kind of defend in that way. That's it. Like, you just kind of click through your chart and see what's up. Is most of the market in a bearish top position, or is it all kind of lining up bullish? And you just find out. Like I said, like I missed the entry on BTC this morning, but I didn't freak out and just try to take along on BTC because I missed it. I went and I patiently searched through the market to find a coin that has a bullish setup but hasn't been entered yet. Those nicotine pouches, bro, it's a nootropic. Yeah, it is. But be careful, before you know it, you'll be snorting Copenhagen. I'm good. Have you made a video about hedging? I believe the ABC tutorial and the risk reward tutorial touch on it. I mean, it's a very basic concept. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything really complicated. I'm pretty sure I talked about it, but do I ever trade Matic? I've traded it in the past. I haven't traded it recently though. Do you have an ABC indicator just like David Tech? No. David took my strategy and he developed it into an indicator to help more people, which I truly appreciate. But I don't use the indicator myself. Kite, I'm driving, but you're the man. Why you typing out this message, man? Don't crash. Can't believe that short survived. Killer trade. Sold and long to the bottom on BTC ETH. Hope they hold. That's what's up, man. Is your dog high again today? Dude, it seems like it's every day. I think he just goes outside and eats magic mushrooms off the lawn. Comes back inside and starts freaking out. I use Sweden for my VPN. Dude. What we got on this chat? $4 million in 2 orders open now. I told y'all to short it. Let the dump start. This guy This guy just needs to get with the program. He said, imagine if we dedicated into making each other better the same way we would break each other down. Damn. AZTV, what are you doing in this chat? Get out of here. Get out of there. Short my shorts. If shorts are called shorts, are longs called pants? My friend made that point today, and I think he's right. We got pants to the upside. Still climbing here. And technically, like, there is no more short hedges. Like, unless you're holding a short hedge on Ethereum from up here or something similar on BTC, this starts a new trend. All right, so like this is the beginning of an A point. So I mean, like, we might have to wait a couple weeks for a short hedge to develop. So man, it's such a yucky day outside. Let me pour my dog some water real quick. No way, just moved to 10-second charts for new shorts. Oh, does that make you upset? No new shorts for weeks? All the people that act like they know every move in the market are just annoying. If you were that good, you wouldn't spend time in a YouTube chat. Why would have your own channel? I have my own channel, and I still don't know what the fuck is going to be the next move in the market. One can only hope. We've gotten better at it over the years, but not even close to being an oracle over here. AZTV said 9K soon. AZTV, why are you rooting against me? Why you do that? You want to see me fail? It's so hurtful. What is the TP range using Fib for this trade? So I don't play that way anymore. All right, these long positions and these short positions, I will hold them for months. All right, I need to see a new point of confidence to go long from. All right, so what that means is, all right, if I'm holding a long position on BTC, you know, let's say that today you got this long position. All right, I would hold on to this thing until the market does one of these. All right, once it forms a new long position, I can take profit on the original one and then open up a new one right here, compounding the portfolio. But Austin, I want to take profit at the top of the trend, not down here. Boo-hoo. Stop. Listen to yourself. How do you know it's the top of the trend? Stop. In the name of the Lord. All right. And then along the way, if hedge positions open up, say right here, A, B, C, I'll take short positions to lock in my profit just in case I don't get the opportunity to take profit. So it might be months or weeks or maybe just a couple days before I take another hedge trade or another long. I don't know what the market has in store for me. I'm patient and I'm grateful for what I get. And I don't throw a fit. Actually, false. I throw fits all the time, but I don't let them interrupt the process. I do it in my fit corner. Dump dis bich. The beard's coming back in. I gotta. Oh, did I reveal which god I prayed to? Shiva, the god of destruction. So we can put a check mark next to that one. We'll do some more tests. Find out which one. If there's any more that are real, if it's just Shiva. The cost of rent is too damn high. Don't do it, fishy. Don't bark. What's we got? Man, people just be spouting out bullshit. H-bar got partnership with Google, therefore the pump. If I go to H-bar right now, and this is not the most monumental pump I've ever seen in my life, they did not get a spot. They did not sponsor or get partnered with Google. YouTube chats be on another level. That is not a Google pump. A Google pump would put this thing at like $100 immediately. A crypto to like get partnered with the largest tech company in the world. The pump would not look like that. Just one with your bankroll now. Hasn't changed much since yesterday. We're still sitting around 1,700. But I mean, if we really bust to the upside here, we could be sitting $2,000 richer. Well, at least that's when we get to take our hedges and lock in profit. But then if it continues past that point, we'll be even more. I already answered. You said, what god did you pray to yesterday? So for that 1 minute time frame trade, it was Shiva, god of destruction. What dog have you got? Did you have it since he was a puppy? Yep, I've had him since he was like 3 weeks old, something like that. Maybe not 3 weeks old, because I don't know if I can even get it from the person at that age. But yeah, he was a puppy when I got him. He's a little pug named Fish. And then whenever I need to get him more water, I go, is the fish out of water? There's a fish out of water? He thinks I'm making fun of him. I'm not making. Y'all love the fish. I think I'm in the anger and depression phase of the market cycle cheat sheet. Why? We're technically back to where we started. I pray to Iris, the goddess of discord, and chaos. Goes well with all the markets. What indicator do you use apart from ABCs? None. I use RSI from time to time, but like I don't use it. I just look at it. I don't base a decision off the RSI. I don't use Bollinger Bands. I don't use this. I don't use that. I'm not sitting there watching level 2 market data, order books. Not looking at Bookmap. I'm not trying to predict where something's going to go and find out what the exact top and the exact bottom is going to be. I work with the market. That's it. I don't need anything else. If you're trying to predict exact bottoms and exact tops, you're going to lose. Plain and simple. All right, just find a point where it makes sense. We have a tiny bit of an edge. All right. And then for me, that's ABCs. All right. When I see an ABC top, it doesn't mean that the market's going to plummet from there. All right. But it's a tiny edge. It's this is where the market in the past has shown me that there is some weakness. And that's all I need. So I take a short upon it. I use tiny risk. But if I win tremendously. Over a long period of time of doing that, it might not always be the most exciting thing, but is it profitable? So far, yes. Vitalik Buterin and Sam Bankman had a baby, hence the pump. I think that's more logical than Google partnering with the HBAR. Yeah, we started our stream early today. I figured it was an alright day to do it. I was up and at 'em. Obviously the market's exciting right now, so I just wanted to hop on. What made you take ETH longs? We put it in an ABC position. We talked about it on yesterday's live stream, and I think the one before that. But on a larger time frame here, you can see we had downtrend, uptrend, downtrend. So the actual long position should have been at 1220, but unfortunately I wasn't up and at them and I missed that. So I went with what was on the C wave. Inside of the C wave, there's an A position at 1250. So I took my position at 1250. Here comes the rocket ship soon. Pump incoming beginning November. Return to beer. Dump incoming November. AZTV, you're such a troll, man. Let them live in peace. What can we say that's I don't even I can't even think like these people. I don't know what to say. XRP live. I feel like this guy is on the same I think he created this channel just to have the same experience that I'm getting from it. He said, I got a lobotomy, guys. Now I'm one of you. He's making fun of his own chat. I love that. How do we do it will pump, then dump. I swear. I know for certain. I feel like that's the best I can get. Actually made me cry a little bit. Tears of joy. Chocolate, what's going on, man? AZTV, that's right, Kite. Scam bump. It's a scam pump. Chocolate. Scam pimp confirmed. Drop a trust me, bro. You got it. Trust me, bro. Bro, please. He said, Kite Crypto, if you want, I can hook you up with these Nightbot translate and quote commands. I don't know what that does. What's your idea of swing trading versus day trading if you want to grow a small account very quickly? Well, yesterday we did a day trade. It wasn't like what people think of where like we're going in and out and out and out. It was one trade and we held it for like 7 hours and we made a 6 R&R trade. You know, more like a 4 R&R after market fees, because on those leverages you have to have a lot more fees. But I definitely think swing trading is the way to go. It might not be as exciting. You might not build your account as quick as you want it to, but the security plus compounding, I think in the long run will be more worth it. I think it's hard for you to see that at first, because you definitely, like, after you blow up a couple accounts trying to play on these small time frames, you'll start to come around to the idea. But I definitely think it's a lot easier to have a decent amount of money and start swing trading than it is try to go with $100 and try to scalp. I think scalping can be beneficial if you do it correctly. Not so much in terms of like money, but maybe getting experience with the market. That's the most important thing. Digital said, show me your feet. I'll give you feet pics if ETH goes to 2020. There you go. It's written in stone. A YouTube chat is as good as stone. Isolation versus cross margin, which is best for scalping? I always prefer isolation, because if you do make an oopsie with cross leverage, like let's say you forget your stop loss for whatever reason, and then you start to go into the negatives, it's going to start dipping into your overall account, which can be incredibly dangerous. So don't do that. All right. You rather get liquidated, if that is the worst that happens, than for you to lose all of your money because you just decided to not have a stop loss and trade on cross margin. I always wonder for dudes that are 100% sure what's going to happen, why aren't they selling and borrowing everything to open the position? And that blows my mind too, dude. How do you know where an ABC starts and if it's a real ABC? Go to a higher time frame. So like right now, all right, we only have a lower low. All right, so there is no, we're at the start of an A. Like if we put in a higher high than this, we're more than certain that this is an A wave right here. And then Going from there, you start tracing it out. Like we're at the very, very beginning of an A wave, which on a larger time frame is technically the B wave. And then we might have a C wave. Or on a larger time frame, we are in the B wave, starting the macro C wave. All right, it's just a matter of what happens. You don't know because there's multiple options. So we work through it. So like if we pump decently and we create a separate trend up here, yeah, I'll take a short position right here because you don't know if that's a top. But just like up here, which I didn't take that one, but we probably should have. Why does cross even exist in the first place? Some people don't want to let go of their losses, and I mean, Bybit loves when people lose more money because they make more money off of fees. You too could have this amount of Nightbot spam in your chat. XRP, I don't think that's necessary. Yeah, I don't think that's necessary, man. That would be hectic as hell. ABCs seem objective with a few rules to organize a trend. If I'm reading that correct, yeah. Like they're not subjective. The time frame might be subjective on like how small or big the ABCs need to be in order for you to take a trade off of them. But an ABC is an ABC. There is no subjectivity. It's, like you said, objective. There is a definitive way of looking at it. So now there's always different options of how something can work out, but the lowest point of your current trend is always going to be the start of an A wave. All right, so like right here, we put in uptrend, downtrend, uptrend. All right, so this is 100% always gonna be the top of a C wave because it's the highest point on my chart. From the highest point, we can start tracing downwards. All right, so this is an A, this is a B. All right, and we could definitely have a larger C wave. Does it need to happen? No, because you can see within that wave, we have A, B, C. So maybe this is just a C wave and that we've hit bottom and we need to get back above this to confirm kind of going further to the upside. But inside of this trend, this is my current low, so I need to start tracing from here. Just like how over here on BTC, all right, like none of this price action over here existed. We just had an uptrend and a downtrend. Within that uptrend, I found an ABC. So I go, if we do not put in a lower low right here, then this is going to turn into a larger ABC. So I need to hold this long trade. All right, so I held it. I didn't know that it was going to go put in a higher high. I don't know what the market's going to do. But in moments of slight edge, we play it as far as we possibly can. And then when a hedge is available, we take the hedge. Simple as that. Lock in profit. There's more profit to be made on the higher time frames, in my opinion, because the trends are going to last a lot longer. So if you can go down to a smaller time frame and find an ABC that works with the trend, you're definitely in for a good time. When do you get in on an ABC? So let's say it's an upwards ABC. All right. We have an uptrend and a downtrend. This uptrend doesn't even have to exist yet. You just can go, okay, we have an up and a down on price action. So if price action goes and puts in a higher high past this point, that is a new ABC. All right. And then if we go back down below this, right, because once we put in a higher high, that triggers a horizontal line to become an if this and that statement. If we are below this line, then we're in that short. I know it doesn't quite make sense in words, but if this and that. So as long as we're below this line, I'm short. Now I can go and get stopped out of this line a couple times. But as long as we don't put in a higher high, or, well, we can put in a higher high, but if it creates a new setup. So like, let's say we have, how am I going to phrase this? Okay, this is a good example. Okay. We had A, we had B, and we had C. So for the past couple of weeks, you would have been long from about 18,500. But just last night, we went and we put in a lower low right here. So my new bottom of my A is right here. And then this is the top of my B and then my C. So as long as you don't put in a new lower low, if you go back above this line, you would just re-enter. So if I get stopped out of this trade and we don't go further down and create a new larger ABC off of this, then if we get back above 1220, I'll just re-enter the trade. No harm, no foul. BitBoy knows what the market's going to do. He told me to buy ADA and XRP. They're only 90% down. Get wrecked. AZTV, you're such a hoot, man. You're such a hoot. I swear. Get wrecked, bullas. Man, AZTV, just let it go. Just let it go, man. What happened to my pumps? Sol was up like $45, wasn't it? But then we had a little doompa. BitBoy is so punchable. Okay, if you could explain how it works. RSI 1 hour time frame and 4 hour time frame. 4 hour is 50 and 1 hour is below 30, for example. They're just, it's kind of like on Market Cipher. If you have a 12, 24, 48, 86, all right, they're all just components of themselves. That's where, like, if you use indicators, you're going to get wrapped up on that. No matter what time frame I'm on, the chart is still the same chart. With indicators, you change your time frame and everything shifts. Now you're like, okay, the 1 hour says we're bullish, but the 4 hour says we're bearish. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You know, and get wrapped up in questioning what's going on. AKA, why I don't use indicators anymore. What do you do to survive a choppy area just in the moment you want to enter a trade? Patience and a little bit of hope. So you don't completely agree with the OG market structure of a trend making a higher high consistently because you're going short in that kind of structure. Thanks you for answering. So, I mean, if we're putting in like an actual higher high, there's a big difference. But if we are seeing a failure of putting in a new high, because just going a tad bit above the last recent high, yes, it's technically a higher high, but it's not like this. It's not putting in consistent, like actual higher highs. This, to me, if it does this, is a failure to continue the trend. That's what an ABC is. So it's a failure of continuing the trend, not higher high, higher low. Because if the market is going down, 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 and then we bounce all of a sudden, that tells you that this point was a really strong point for the market. So if we go back down to that area and try to push through it, but then come back above it, that means that this area is still strong. So why not take a long off of this and then hope for the best? It's just very simple market structure combined with good mathematics over a long period of time. It doesn't have to be complicated or, you know, you don't have to stress out about being correct. Because if it fails, like let's say we go down and then we go up, then we go down and we go up a little bit, and I take a long from here, and then all of a sudden the market just goes boop and then falls right through and then continues dumping. Of course, am I like upset a little bit that I didn't get a winning trade? Of course, but like I'm not putting much on the board. Like for me personally right now, it's about $15 worth of risk. But if I win, I might make 1,000. See, we're like, I'm not really mad because the risk is so small, but the chance of profit is so great. We're going up. Oh, no, you said we're definitely going right. Not wrong right there. Where do we go from here? More pump or dump? Wasn't schlong. Easy long, then at 20K short. And then at 20K short. Why is he shorting 20K? Is it just because? I mean, shit. Just look at the past. Like, obviously, people are going to, they always go, oh, you're looking at the past ABCs. Like, those don't matter. You couldn't have done anything with those. No, it's objective. ABCs are ABCs. Whether it's formed in real time or in the past. ABC. 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 And then towards the top here, you had, of course, you would have tried to hit a couple shorts. Maybe you tried to short right here. But then you would have had a hedge position. And then maybe you tried to short right here, and this one would have actually worked out. And then right here, you have downtrend, uptrend, downtrend, ABC. And yeah, you would have gone stopped out once when we had this retest right here, but if this and that. If we get back above that line, you just go long again. And then right here, ABC. At the top, ABC. The entire bull market as a whole, which I didn't even think was possible. Like, we were joking about it. I was like, what if the entire market is just one gigantic ABC? Lo and behold, it turned out it was one gigantic ABC. I didn't even think that was going to happen. And I'm the ABC guy. But no, ABC. And then going downwards, you have A, B, C. And yeah, not every single ABC that you come across work out, but the ones that do make up for it. B, C. And then right now, we don't have a lower low yet, but this definitely can turn into an ABC right here. If we don't put in a lower low, but we have an ABC within the B wave, the current B wave, as long as we stay above that, this is always a possibility. And then, sheesh, look at this one. What led to this bull market? ABC. Even down here, look at this. Yeah, like this one, like you definitely would have been stopped out probably a bunch of times. You would have been stopped out right here, right here, right here, right here. But then once you got back with the level over here, you would have gotten stopped out like probably like 6 or 7 times. But look what the price action did after that. You would have been fine. You would have made so much money after that. Who cares if you get stopped out a couple times? Suck it up, stop being a baby, play the game, play it long term, you'll be fine. The people that need to be correct about tops and bottoms, and they never want to get stopped out, they never want to lose any money, those are the people that lose the most. Yo, baby. Kite Crypto, Adam, ABC. Oh my God, what's happening on Adam? Oh my God. We talked about Adam yesterday. Like the price action is just so damn choppy. But yeah, like I see it. It is there. We got this little A, little B, little C. So, I mean, shit. I mean, if you wanted to take it, go ahead, go for it. I just think there's better options, like ADAs, ABCs. This is quite nice. Do you also enter your trades in Hakanishi candles? So I don't wait for candle body closes or anything like that. It's just simply real-time price action. The reason why I use Hakanishi candles is because it allows me to spot trends easier. You can see a lot more red if it's a downtrend, a lot more green if it's an uptrend. Simple as that. Are you a millionaire now? Just whisper yes or no. Very close. There is no bull or bear market, only the fart market. Where you can buy and sell farts. BNB apparently had an ABC. Oh, yeah, it was pretty good. A nice bounce come off of it too. Hey, we'll see. This is where people get butt hurt. I mean, because someone might have taken this ABC right here, and they would have been sitting long for 2 weeks, and then it dumps, and then it makes a slightly better ABC, and then maybe they didn't get back in it, and then it's just pumping back up. And they go, what the freak? This is so stinky. Well, dude, you got stopped out once. Yeah, the time sucks. And it was really hard to see it, but like you did have kind of a short hedge, but a shitty one right there. I just looked at him. Is there a reason why crypto is your main way of trading? One, regulations. It's much easier to trade crypto than it is to go trade other stuff. As well as that, crypto is simple supply and demand. All right. Well, at least the large caps are. Obviously, you have shit coins that are influenced by Twitter. But it's simple supply and demand, just a free flow of money. You don't have a CEO that's causing disruptions in the stock price, or you don't have to pay attention to what products are coming out that year, or what their competition is coming out with. The macro economy of the US, like you don't have to pay attention to a lot of shit like that. It's just simple price action, support and resistance over a long period of time. And then with the simple mathematic of a halving thrown in every once in a while, you can almost guarantee on upside eventually. That's why I like crypto. Gil, what's going on? I got into a YouTube black hole last night, watching different videos of people making cases that Elon Musk is Satoshi. Ever hear this? I mean, I've said it myself. I mean, like, doesn't it just kind of make sense? Doesn't it? Elon Musk, very smart man. We already know that. All right. He creates PayPal, a revolutionary way to send money across borders freely over the internet. Why did he sell the company if it was going to turn into this billion-dollar company eventually? He probably goes, well, PayPal kind of sucks. All right, the problem with PayPal is not PayPal. It's the monetary system that it's based off of. So he goes and makes Bitcoin. I mean, on paper, it makes sense. I'm not saying that Elon Musk is Satoshi, but like, shit. It makes sense, right? And like, he would never admit to it. Who would ever admit to being Satoshi Nakamoto? If you admit to to being Satoshi Nakamoto, you're immediately dead, right? Because you're the biggest threat on the planet right now. Whoever controls the monetary system of the planet controls the world. Right now, that's the US government. The US government and many other governments would like to take you out to dinner. So he would never admit to it. Well, at the time, he was the management. He has, like, Elon Musk has nothing to do with PayPal anymore, besides he was the one that created it and then sold it. Okay, you said Elon Musk did not start Tesla. All right. He didn't have the company named Tesla, but he did start Tesla, like building the cars and stuff. He bought the name Tesla from a company. Because I think that's kind of unfair to say. Like, you can't say like Elon Musk is just taking credit for other people's work, because he's really not. Learn a lot from your content. I would like to see you and Ryan Matta hang out one night. Yeah, we need to get together again. It's been quite a while. I check up on his streams every now and then. Can I see your trades, Kite? Oh my god, we've been looking at them all day. There you go. As far as I know, he bought the company name Tesla, but I mean, that's the thing. Like, let's say someone like finds a new technology, but they don't know where to go from that point out. And you go, that's a great idea, but I think I can add to it. And then many years later, people say like, you're just taking credit for other people's work. I feel like that's really disingenuous. Don't you think? Like, I'm not like saying like Elon Musk is the best dude in the world. I don't know who the dude is behind curtains, but I mean, come on. You don't have a BTC long? No, I got stopped out of the long last night. And then by the time I woke up, we already pumped a little bit. So I had to go find longs on other things. What's a good rule on when to hedge? When you have a significant ABC that is pointing towards the opposite region. So if I'm taking a ABC long off of BTC, which I don't have one at the moment, but on many other coins, we can just apply that too. I need an ABC that's of a decent comparable size in order to take a hedge. All right, I can't just go down to the 1 minute time frame and start taking hedge after hedge after hedge after hedge, because I'm going to waste away my profits if I do that. All right, but if I wait for the correct opportunity where I have a decent ABC, all right, really good example of this would be, up here. All right, or if you have an ABC that's bigger than your original position. All right, so I took a long position from right here. All right, so I take that long position, and then over a period of time, we develop a larger ABC structure. I'll take my hedge there. You can see between those 2 points, there was no major ABC to be taken. Right here, I think I might have tried to take an ABC, but we broke through that pretty quickly and formed the new one. So I got stopped out a couple times right here, more than likely, but we went up a little bit further. On Ethereum, you could have been long off of this long position right here. And then once you formed this short position, you could have taken a hedge position. All right. And in that way, once your long got wiped out, you're still making money in this direction. So with my long position on Ethereum right now, if we form a decent ABC like this, I definitely will take a hedge. But I'm not going to be going on the 1 minute time frame trying to make sure that I get the top. Craig Stephen Wright created Bitcoin. How do you not know this? He's not dead. Like, it's been proven in court. The dude does not know shit about Bitcoin. Doesn't have access to his wallets. Has no physical proof. Couldn't even really tell you about the white paper. So I'm going to guess that was a troll message. Because I don't think there's anyone in their right mind that actually believes that that's Satoshi. Johnny on the spot. What's going on, man? Do you think Elon could actually colonize Mars? Yeah, I think he can. I don't think it's going to happen, pretty soon, but 10, 20 years maybe. Like we'll be at the first stages of it. I'm not going to say we're going to have a full-blown city on Mars by the time I'm dead, but we'll be on our way. You saw the new spacesuits that they made, which are actually pretty freaking sick. They put NASA to shame every chance they can get. I did see that Kanye's West Easy Corp was debanked by JP Morgan. Yeah, that's kind of shitty. Nah, space is fake. That's upsetting, isn't it? That space is fake. That's kind of upsetting. See, if space is fake, that means God is real. Why can't space exist at the same time? You don't think he can control all of that? You think that's too much for the dude? Or the non-gender specific entity? Because, well, yeah, but when do you take profit? When you hedge? So, and no, that's not true. Your account's not going to be the same forever, because if it's a 1-to-1 ratio, let's say that when I take this trade right here, my account is $1,000, and then I make $1,000 going up, and then I take a 1-to-1 hedge and I get stopped out of this long right here. All right, I'm still up $2,000. That's what my account is at, because I'm not erasing these profits. I'm making new ones that counterbalance. Now, at some point, we will get the chance to take profit if a new position arises. So just like over here, all right, if I take a short position on BTC, actually, no, I'll just go with this one. All right, I took a long position from right here. Okay. When a new long position of considerable size opens itself up, I can take profit. So right here we had downtrend, uptrend. I don't even need to know whether or not we're going to go put in a new lower low. If I go below this point, I'm going to take profit on this long position, because that is a new long ABC. So if I get back above that point, I can go long from there and continue working with the trend. But if not, I have taken profit on that long position and opened up a new short to carry down. I made a lot of money with this. All right, your account doesn't just stay stagnant. There's always going to be a point to take profit or hedge. It might not be exactly what you want, might not be the exact top, exact bottom, but you work with what you're given, because you can never predict what the top and bottom is going to be. You might get lucky from time to time, but out of thousands of times, you might get lucky a couple times and then think you're a genius. It's a fool's game. So why continue playing that game? all markets are green. Do you think this is it? Final capitulation is behind us? I hope so, but I can't say that I know so. Some people say if aliens are real and we do discover them, it could mean God isn't real. Why? Like, it might just mean that our perception of God is not real. Like, Christian God or, Buddha or Egyptian gods. But I don't necessarily think it means God's not real. I just think our idea of what God is wouldn't be real. For all we know, like, God could be like a collective consciousness of all like sentient beings in the universe, just kind of mushed together. What's scarier for you, aliens or no aliens? No aliens. Because if there's no aliens, to me that tells me that we're doomed to die as well. Because I think in the like infinite multitude of all this going on in the universe, there had to have been another intelligent species, but they probably killed themselves in a war. But if there is aliens and they are highly advanced, I don't think they're war-torn. I think if a civilization is advanced enough to have space travel and all this kind of stuff, they figured out a way to be peaceful, because you can't get far enough in the timeline with war. Like, we're at a pinnacle now. We're like before, like, we've had war all of human civilization, but we never had a war that could wipe us all out until we had like nukes. So, I mean, this is it. Like, if we don't figure this shit out soon, like, we're done. We're toast. But if we do figure it out and we figure out a way to have, collective unity, all that good stuff, all that hippy dippy shit, there's so much potential for like the rest of life. Oh, thank you very much for the donation, man. I appreciate that. You even put a message with it. You're basically explaining the Fermi paradox. I have not heard of it, but I mean, like, if that's the case, I think that makes the most sense to me. Like, I think if aliens came to Earth, I think I have a better chance living with the aliens than I do with humans. Just me personally, it's the way I think. And of course, you got Stephen Hawking that goes like, what happened when the British settlers went to the United States and North America, and they killed all the Indians because they were less technologically advanced. Well, first, like, there was like peace pacts with the Indians. I wouldn't say like we were completely peaceful, but it was just the diseases that really got them. Like, I don't know where we would be if smallpox didn't wiped out like what, over 50% of the population of the Native Americans. That's a tragedy. But who knows what would have happened if things went a little bit differently. All I'm saying is like, we're thinking in the scope of like what humans have done so far, not what the potential could be. That's just because, like, if I approach every situation with, like, I'm not saying don't be naive. You can approach it with skepticism, but at the same time, if I approach every single situation with like anger and acting like this person is going to try to get one over on me or like kill me, what the fuck is that? Like, who raises their child like that? It's just unfortunate going through human existence. We are kind of shaped to do that, because I'm sure, I've gotten dicked over by many people that I trusted and thought were my friends, but it doesn't, I feel like it's up to me to continue to find the good in things. Otherwise, you're just living cold and barren. Shitty. Humans are slavery to the Anunnaki. What do I do? Got a little bit of a pump again, huh? A little tiny baby pump. Do you set limit orders on your ABC structure? Sometimes, like if the A forms and we're above it like this, and we're like right above it, I might take a chance to get a limit order. But most of the time I'll just market order. I mean, if I do win, I'm making so much money. That little market fee is not really gonna eat me alive. I don't take 1,000 trades a day. So if you're day trading and you're constantly taking trades and your R&R is not good, market fees are gonna eat you alive. But I might get stopped out 7 times at very defined periods, but then I'm not taking another trade for multiple weeks. And I'm probably in profit by that time. So. They came to Earth for gold, fought each other for control of the human race, and then left us to keep mining for them. They are still among us, but hidden. Oh no. What if I'm one and I just don't know it? Maybe I haven't like found out how to activate my lizard skin. I look like I've lived on a spaceship for many years. With how reflective my skin is. Translucent. I mean, look at that. You can see the blood pumping through me. I started this challenge portfolio when we were right here on BTC. All right. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did start one like right here as well, but I kind of fricked it up. So I restarted it right here. So I started with 1,000, and then after these couple of trades, I was up to like 7.5 grand. And then right around here, I switched to inverse perpetual. Basically, I'm holding coins now. Before, I was using just USDT. So when the market dropped, I was not susceptible to it. I was maintaining account value, but had the addition of making profit from shorts. Right here, I did miss this trade, and I was on inverse perpetual, so I lost over 40% of that just to that. So I'm back down to like 3,000, because right now my account is worth 1,700, and I've withdrawn $1,000 from the account, so we're at about 2,700. So I'm up like almost 200%, almost. But if we can hit a nice trade to the upside, we'll be cooking again. We'll be killing it. Or the downside, like whichever way this goes, the account is now going to start seeing some good growth because I'm actually paying attention. Kind of went through a depressive stage for a little bit where I just needed to like, I don't know, be an emo kid, but we're here now. Kite Crypto, or maybe you just learned your lizard abilities and you're just educating us. Who knows? Isn't there like 3 types of aliens, quote unquote? There's the whites, which look like Swedish people. There's the grays, and then there's the reptilians. I can just be, I don't know if that's politically correct. I can just be one of the whites. Alien species. Hello, as promised, I am back and we're at the same prices as the last 4 days. Technically, you're not wrong. Technically, you're not wrong. We did see price action. Will the daily candle close above 19.4K? How many hours we got? We got 4 hours. And we're still I think so. I 69. Funny number. No, you're aliens, Kite. I mean, there's only 3 types that we know in pop culture. Who knows? There might be more. Hopefully there's some top buying aliens. What kind of top? What kind of top you talking about? Don't fit the Klingons. My bad. I didn't mean to leave them out. Can't wait to sell my BTC and ETH link bags to the aliens next bull run. Think they're really buying our human garbage? When do you think we'll become a Type 1 civilization? Type 1 is we can utilize all of the resources on our planet, correct? And then Type 2 is we can utilize everything in our solar system. And then Type 3 would be galaxy. And then Type 4 is universe. I mean, like, I would argue like we're decently close to a Type 1. Maybe another couple 100 years. But like we got geothermal, we got wind, we got solar. We're chopping up the planet and using all the coal, so I think if we can get the oceans to start making energy for us, I think that would be really beneficial. That would put us a lot closer to a Type 1 civilization. I think the ocean is the strongest energy source on the planet besides solar, but it's very, very hard to capture solar effectively. I'm not saying like it's impossible, like, you know, if we dedicate enough resources, we could actually do very well with it, but just very expensive. Obviously, we have hydroelectric dams, but that's river currents. We don't have like something using the tides of the ocean. You gonna go live on Mars with the elites? Dude, I'm gonna be dead by the time Mars is like a good place to live. Like it's gonna be a long time before like Mars is like, oh, you went to Mars for vacation? Your parents are rich, Tommy. We're down here with Master Yeezy. You get to go up there with Master Musk. Your parents are rich, Tommy. Little rich boy. No, that's gonna be so long away. A Dyson sphere would be cool, but like, I feel like it would cast shadows. You only get peak power absorption from solar only a few hours a day. Yeah. But it's like, what if all the countries came together and we stopped fighting and then we just had like a shared power grid and power is free because power should be free? Well, like to a certain point. It's like if your tax is paid up enough. But, you know, like get the infrastructure and then one half of the world has sun at this time and it's just shipping power, and then one half of the world has power at this time. It'll be fine. But no, we all have to be different. We all have to fight because poopy pee-pee human mans. Hey, have you seen the newish sea snake machines for generating electricity from waves? Pretty cool. I have not. That sounds awesome. Am I still mining? No. I sold the GP to one of my friends. What fun would that be now? I don't know. Free travel in terms of like not having to have a passport to get anywhere. You can make lots of new friends. Culture would be shared. You know? It just sucks. We have to hate each other. We all live on the same spaceship. Kite, are you the next white Kanye? What do you mean by that? I'm gonna go on Twitter and say some. I feel like the tweet he put out that got deleted was just kind of a troll bait. Kanye said, "When I wake up tomorrow, I'm gonna go DEFCON 3 on Jews." I feel like he was just trying to get people to be really angry while he slept. Kite, if you put shoes out made from seaweed, I would buy them. Well, thank you, I guess. I appreciate that. All right, let's see what the chat's saying. I believe BTC will touch 20K because in China and Europe market, also we will have pumps then tomorrow. We can see some more dumps. This is all over the place. What? I believe Bitcoin will touch 20K because in China and Europe market, also we will have pumps then tomorrow. We can see some dumps to 19,200 to 19,400. This guy's train of thought just went in all different directions. Down to 8K, then DCA. Up, down, all around, sideways. He gets it. He gets it. But 10 more minutes, guys, and I'm going to hop off for today. We've been streaming for 2 hours at that point. I showed off my positions, what I'm hoping to see if we get stopped out and get back above these things. I wouldn't mind if ETH dumped back down to 1220. I could get that entry. I mean, if Bitcoin dumped back down to its entry, I wouldn't be mad. Because guess what, guys? We got shorts and we got longs. We make money either way. Obviously, upside's better, but downside would work too. It's wild how people throw these numbers around like 10K, 8K, 100K. Yeah. Kite perma bear? I don't want to be a perma bear. Why are you giving me that distinction? I'm the one saying that we're possibly at a bottom based off of Adam and Eve structure. Kite sporting the new Skechers Dunk Pros. When I was a kid, they Skechers sold a shoe that when you walked on the back of your heel, it would pump up an airbag. And I thought those were cool because I thought they made me jump higher. I wouldn't mind having those again. Those were pretty cool. Can you explain the measure tool? Why the measure tool in TradingView shows different percentage when taken from up and down versus down up? All right, because when you go down, you can never when you're moving downwards, there's only 100% to 0%. So if I went from here to here, all right, I can only ever go to 0%. But if I go from here to here, I can go up 2,000%. All right, because down here 4,251, and then once we get to 8,400 and 8,502, that is 100% increase. All right, so that's why it's more profitable to take longs longer term. So like from there to there, that's 62%. From here to here, that's 166%. Just how price action works. That's why, like, when I do take shorts, I probably will treat them differently in terms of, like, if I see 50% profit on a short, in terms of like actual price movement, I'm probably just going to take profit, because beyond that point, it's diminishing returns. You might as well find a new point to hop into a short if you think it's going to continue. All right, because if I go from here to here, that's 79%. If I go from here to here, that's 64%. All right, instead of holding it all the way here, I can take profit right here and I can make even more money. Emoji, 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 emoji. A Million Dream, The Greatest Showman. Poseidon, secret message from the Lord to you. I'm so confused. What does that mean? Drugs hath been taken. He's hiding them from us. Let's say something smart to this chat. Price action just went down a little bit. Longs get wrecked. Am I right? There we go. This will be the new Kanye. I'm gonna have to cancel my own dog. That sucks. For those into the whole pattern thing, we were trying to confirm the breakout of a falling wedge started at the all-time high. I think patterns work except for the ones that don't, but whatever. Good end. Good end. Saying like this? Like, where's this coming from? You saying like that's our falling wedge? Maybe. Maybe. Then we would have to break this resistance. Go like that, and it would go rejection, and then we go down, and we go boo. Oh, diagonal lines. We love you so. Yeah, those 40 million long positions liquidated when it dumped. Hashtag wrecked. Little do they know that I'm in long positions. If this was the bottom, how much could be pumped before a huge drop? I have no clue. It will dump in 2 weeks. How do you know that, AZTV? Are you talking to your Saudis? We love the fish. I really just want, like, I'm so tied up because there's so much profit to either side. I don't know what to root for anymore. Like, just yesterday, I wanted XRP to dump down to 32 cents. But now, if we go up, Sol is going to make a lot of money too. So, like, I feel like 32 cents is more viable. Like, it's closer. But at the same time, I don't know. I just hope it does something, you know? Something would be cool. We got 2 minutes till stream close. I appreciate your time today. Hopefully you're not too rattled with what happened last night. Like I said, it happens sometimes, but we wake up and we assess the situation and we make use of what we got, and we did that. Took the long on Sol and the long on ETH, and we're chilling pretty on both sides. Almost just broke my chair, but that's okay. My bad, thought this was Bitcoin live chat. You're getting them mixed up. What is a decent size ABC in your opinion? Roughly like a week to 2 weeks in order for it to form. So if we go back and look at a lot of these ABCs, they're really decent in terms of like how long it took for it to form. This ABC right here, this took like a month. Yeah, it took 38 days. This short position that I'm in on BTC right now, took 14 days. And then we went boop. This Ethereum position right here, this took 2 weeks in order to form. This downwards ABC took a month. So about 2 weeks to a month is usually the average, but it could happen a bit faster or slower. Like this one took 2 months. One took 70 days. Kite's the third island boy. Their career's dead now. I hope it's not me. But, alright guys, we're at the 2-hour mark. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the final live stream this week. Maybe I'll go live on the weekend. Who knows? You know, have one of those chillax streams. But there's not a lot of pressure. We just do what we want. But alright. Peace out. Trade safe. Stay away from the small time frames. Be patient. Let price action work itself out, and we'll be back. Probably exactly at the same price tomorrow. Right. Let's go ahead and let you guys go. Let's do the thing. Love, as always. Bye.